Hey everyone, it's Rebecca with linkinglewiscounty.com, and on today's episode of Hear All About It, we have Cassie Forbus from the United Prevention Coalition here to talk about their second annual zombie run.
We are super excited. It's October 2nd. We did this in 2019, then had to take a little COVID break, and nothing could be more applicable right now as we suffer through a pandemic to have an epidemic. We are hoping that we can have some youth volunteers and some people to run. We have a little under a 5K race. It'll be at the Lewis County Fairgrounds, October 2nd, 9 a.m. the race starts. Youth and zombie volunteers have to be there at 7 a.m. And we have a fun
to get face paint.
Oh, yes.
Because the premise of the run is there's a pandemic or an apocalypse or something, and zombies have taken over the area. And these zombies are going to be trying to catch the flags of the runners?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the runners will have a couple of flags that they'll wear on their waists, and our youth volunteers will be the zombies all dressed up in freaky makeup, running after, not too far, but I will say that only 3 people survived the last run out of 50 runners. So.
Okay. So whether or not both of your flags get captured, you still continue to the end of the race.
Yep, you finish the race, and then you get a medal at the end. You either survived or were infected, and it's a good, fun time for everyone.
Okay, so registration, how much is registration?
It's $25 to run or to walk, so if maybe you just want to have a scare factor, you can walk the race as well. And it's only through you can go to the website, or you can email me as well. The website is www.uplewiscounty.org. And there's a pre-registration form. You do not pay at the time of registration, so maybe something comes up, you're not going to be out your $25. Sure. You come the day of, bring your money, and race and get some cool stuff.
And even if you don't pre-register, you can still show up and pay and register the day of the event.
The day of the event, come by 8:30 or so, be ready to run by 9, and we have room. I will say that we only have 30 of the brand new shirts coming.
Okay.
Everyone else will get the old t-shirts as well, but it'll be a fun time to see who's going to run this year.
Sure. And the age of the zombies, you said, is?
We have 12 to 17-year-olds. We're looking for Lewis County only. Any of you go to any of the 5 school districts here in Lewis County, you're welcome to join us. You have to be at the fairgrounds at 7 a.m. though, so that's a little early. Most of you will be zombies anyway.
Right.
We're really looking for zombie volunteers, so if you have community service hours you have to do, or if you just want to be a part of the fun and you love being zombies, come on down. We'll do some prevention work. We'll get your makeup done. We'll get you to an area. And
by prevention work, you mean some literature for them?
Well, we'll do a couple of different activities. We'll go through the rules and regulations. We'll also just talk about drugs and alcohol, because that's the whole point of the race.
Sure, right.
We're trying to change mindsets as well. So many times a race ends in alcohol and with a beer, and this one we're really trying to make it geared towards our youth, and that you don't have to end every run that way.
Right.
We have also, new this year, is our after party.
Nice.
It starts at about 10:15 after all the runners and walkers are done. We'll gather around the same loop that they do Relay for Life. And we will have agencies and community groups that have set up trunks for trunk or treat. This part is open to anyone in the community. So if you want to come down and trunk or treat, we also have the North Country Crusaders. They're a group that's coming from St. Lawrence County. They do cosplay in different outfits, so I don't even know what they're going to wear that day.
So are you encouraging people to come in costume?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll have a bounce house. We'll have a DJ. Come get some candy and hang out and check out what some of our agencies and community members have to offer.
Okay. Now, you mentioned the cost of registration is $25. What does that money do for you as an organization?
So we have very specific things that we can spend our federal dollars on. This money allows us to do all the things that we can't do. So if we wanted to buy pizza, for instance, or when we do our sledding activities during the winter time, we can buy hot cocoa, we can buy all those fun things, and even to offset some of the costs of some of our things, like if a youth wants to go to a leadership conference, we can use that funding for that.
So what, your grant money, what can you use your grant money toward?
Towards programming, activities, there's very specifics, but it can't be used towards food.
Sure.
So, like if we're going to have bananas at the run, we're going to use a little bit of our funds from last year.
And it would seem to me like, as important as the grant money itself is, the additional money is also needed too, because that's what you're really trying to draw especially the youth in to the activities. So you need that extra money for, like you said, hot cocoa or...
Right, no one wants to come to a pizza party without pizza.
Sure, the fun stuff. So community members, they can give you monetary donations on their own, or...
Absolutely. We can, if that's something that someone feels would like to do, we're always accepting those through our 501c3 status. We're able to accept donations. And we work with Mountain View, so they do that for us. It's, as easy as just writing a check if you wish, but I mean, clearly that's not what we're doing this for. We just love to bring the community together to get awareness for drug prevention as well, but it also is nice for the kids to have pizza once in a while.
Absolutely. And is it a 5K?
It's a little under a 5K. It's pretty close. I walked it the other day. I'm not running a race. And it is off terrain, so it's not going to be just around a little circle. You're going to have to climb some hills. You're going to have a couple of maybe some
So
areas.
You're going to probably utilize the whole
part of the fairgrounds. We're going to even go through some ins and outs between the buildings and stuff.
Nice.
Perfect place to hide some zombies.
Oh boy. All right, so again, this is October 2nd. They can pre-register on the website, or register the day of, and everyone pays the day of.
Everyone pays the day of.
But you're really looking for those zombie volunteers.
Really need zombie volunteers.
Okay, and again, those are Lewis County youth only.
Yep.
Ages 12 to 17. Okay.
We do ask that if you're unvaccinated for the after party, you have a mask while they're running, and while they're outside and spread out, they won't need to be masked. But if you're unvaccinated for the after party.
Okay. And the trunk or treat is at the after party also.
Yes.
Come in costume.
Come in costume, have some fun, have some DJ time, and we don't know what we'll have set up yet.
Okay. How about, do you need volunteers to help make up the zombie makeup?
We have a person doing face paint, but we could definitely use some help. We need some zombie moms and dads to kind of help keep the kids in their areas, because we want to see a couple more survivors this year. The first year the kids were a little gung-ho and would chase them for like half a mile.
Oh, jeez.
So we want a few survivors this year.
For sure. So it pretty much is just a community event. You want as many people to come out to run the race, be a zombie, volunteer to help paint the zombies.
Sure.
It's just something really the whole family could do for the day.
Absolutely. You can come out for the morning and enjoy. We'll have some coffee and some donuts for those kids in the early morning, and we'll just, it's a good way to get out into the community, and hopefully beautiful weather still will be with us, and we'll enjoy the day.
So zombies at 7 and the run starts at
9 a.m. and we're cleaned up and gone by noon.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks, Cassie.
Thank you so much.